Welcome, this is Bert Dohmen. It's July 14th, and we're going to discuss the China market at this time. Here's the market vectors ETF, the China SME. It's a China Next Index, which is for the small and mid-sized companies. This does not include the large governmentally owned companies. And here you can see the big up move since last December in the stock market. It really got going here in February of this year and soared upward here. It was a tremendous up move. The stock market more than doubled. But then came the crash. In a little bit more than 2 weeks' time, the stock market gave up about over half of its value, and retraced almost the entire rise since late December. In fact, it was the entire rise since February. This is a crash in any definition of the word, and the crashes have a history which we discuss in our Wellington letter, and you can have a pretty good idea what's going to happen next. During this crash here, the last part, the Chinese government outlawed selling by brokerage firms and investment companies. And if you can't sell, you are not going to buy, obviously. They also put a prison sentence on people who did short selling. They called them malicious, and that's happened during this period here. About right in here, about 95% of all the stocks were suspended from trading. So instead of just closing the stock market, which might have caused an alarm, they just made a list of all the companies that shouldn't trade, and that was most of the companies listed on the stock exchange. So that's a communist way of doing things. Then this government put $125 billion into the brokerage firms and told them to go and buy. And so this is governmental money here, and we saw a 3-day sharp up move in the stock market. This was governmental buying. There was no private buying in here. And now we have seen the peak in this rally, and we now have to see what happens. Normally what would happen here is a retracement of this, and then one more push upward, and then you can look for the next big downturn in the market. Here you can see the volume, how the volume increased as the market topped. This here was the top of the market, which was actually lower than when it was still going up. So that was a good warning signal right here. And then as the volume increased during the plunge, this is just everybody exiting as fast as they could in order to salvage something. This is Bert Dohmen. Join us again in the near future. It's going to get very exciting in the next 12 months, and you have to have the best professional guidance, people who have called the major crashes, and we have called everyone in the last 38 years. Thank you for being with us today. This is Bert Dohmen signing off. Bye.